people could definitely see it in her. I remember being at one of the presentations and were doing the presentation, and it came to Kai, and I distinctly remember him just standing there and saying, if she's not playing for Australia one day, we're doing something wrong.
I think it was when we first moved to Quakers Hill, and a neighbour actually asked her to go down the park and try out for their team. So there was two little boys that lived next door, the Loudon family.
The guys next door, they played soccer, and they invited her to play a game, and that's where it all started.
Growing up with Kai as a little sister, I think when we were younger, we were quite inseparable. Like, we were dressed the same from head to toe, from your top to the bottom to your frilly socks and the shoes.
She was just, crazy, just in terms of like, always active, always on the move.
Oh, she was a feisty little kid, but she was lovable and determined. So when I'd mow the lawn, she'd be out helping me mow the lawn. Why the other kids wouldn't do that, but Kai would want to get involved.
Yeah, look, Kai was into everything, was probably next level and needed to do 101 things all at once.
I remember when she first started playing, Dad was like, for every goal you score, you can get $5. And I remember she went out this day and she scored like 11 goals, and she come back and then they're like, okay, now we're gonna have to put down the ante of how much we're giving you per goal, because it was like we did not expect it at all.
When she used to play, we used to say, she's going to play for Australia one day, but she didn't actually tell us. She just loved playing the game.
But I do remember the phone call, and it was when she was 16, and we got the phone call, and it was from the national coach at the time, and he just asked me if Kai had a passport, and fortunately she did have. I don't know where they were going. They were going somewhere for the game, but she made the team and debuted, and we were going to dinner or something, and then I announced that she just got called up to the team, and we were ecstatic.
Well, I don't think I saw the first game, but I was so proud when they said, the more she played, we couldn't get enough of it, and we still can't.
Proudest moment, probably when she actually scored that penalty goal in Asian Cup.
Just seeing her face, putting the ball down, and then like you were feeling what she was feeling.
Can she win the Asian Cup?
When that happened, that's when it's like everything started blasting off.
The emotion from the team, the emotion from Kai, and then like when you see her turn around and they were just all running together, it was just like, it was just an amazing feeling. Probably the favourite, yeah.
I reflect on it now, I'm like, wow, that's actually her. That's Kaya, like, doing something for herself and everyone back at home.
I think, we're so proud of her as Kaya, but when we look at it as First Nations family, which we are very proud, and the children are very proud of their heritage and their background, I think that's probably the highlight of her whole career.
The Indigenous community are proud to see another Indigenous person excel, and through history we've had some tough times, and it's good to see Aboriginal people or Indigenous people start to get in there and show their talents and what they can do for Australia.
She's now made some history, and it's in a positive way. When she does do those things, I'll get text messages and emails, from, colleagues and family and friends and relatives that they're so proud of her. And that's the moment that really hits home, and I do get emotional about it because we are so proud of her as an Aboriginal woman, and she's actually putting us as women on the map.
We were in, I think it might have been Brazil. I think it was Brazil. And they played, was it Nigeria? I think it was Nigeria, and it was a really fast game. I remember being a really fast-paced game, and we sat up on the side where the cameras are. And
then I said, can you get the head security? And the head security came, and I said, look, I need to have this flag up. He said, okay, I'll take you right up to the top and you can drop it from there.
And we're all up there and we're sitting there, and she scores the first goal. And then just when she scored a double, and then when she scored the second goal, she turned around and you see her and she kisses to the air and she points.
She's a great role model, I think, not only for her family, for the community, for Australians, but for the Indigenous community.
Everything that she's achieved, where she's at, who she is, I still don't think we fathom the extent and the impact that she has on everyone, from where we come from, even the suburb, culturally, nationally, internationally, It's still surreal for me when we go to games and you see like, you know, people wearing her jersey or people wanting her autograph and like everyone knows who she is. It's like, it's still surreal to me to see that.
Oh, look, I thought it was amazing because it actually just came across my social media platform, knowing that an Aboriginal woman had painted that mural and Kai was actually part of it. I believe that there's a lot of young children and young girls that look up to her, so having her on that mural is just amazing. Another proud moment as a First Nations mother. I think my most cherished moment for Kai is her resilience, because from a very early age, I know when she made it to New South Wales Institute of Sport and she had her tibia and fibia broken deliberately. I remember sitting in the car park at Valentine Park and she got out and she was limping, so she was just doing her rehab. And there was two particular parents in front of me that didn't know I was sitting in the car and said she was washed up, she ain't going to come back from this. And I'm sitting in the car and I'm going deeper and deeper down behind the steering wheel so they couldn't see me. And it was just all the negativity. And then I actually just believed in her and I actually didn't share that conversation with her until years later. Others would have walked away from the game, but she's just come back and she just makes me so proud that she has that get up and go and never say die Kaya.
The injury is part of her career. She's driven to know that it might be a setback and people might write her off, but it drives her to come back stronger. As selfish as she is with her profession and being the best footballer that she can be and knowing what her job is and doing it to the best of her ability, she is, on the other hand, the most selfless person. Because no matter, you know, how far she is or where she is in the world, she always tries to make sure everybody's okay.